Macmillan Audio presents The Widows by Jess Montgomery. Read for you by Susan Bennett. Prologue. September 20th, 1924. A hawk soars over Devil's Backbone. Her sharp eyes peer through the softening light of dusk, down to the old Rossville Cemetery, closed a decade past, when the dead had filled every apportioned spot. There, a chipmunk scuttling among the gravestones, some still upright and tended by descendants, some cracked and broken, like scattered teeth. The red-shouldered hawk spots it, but a thunderstorm is rolling in. Great coal-dark clouds churning across the sky from the west. Rain comes sudden, hard, and so she veers east, toward the entry to Ross Mining Company's mine number 9, nicknamed the Widowmaker, after the 1888 cave-in killed 42 men. 6 weeks ago, though, the mine was reopened, for deep in the western slope of this Appalachian foothill, in her seams and fissures and walls, rests anthracite coal of the highest grade, coal that will command the best market price. A select portion of the company's coal miners labor to reopen the Widowmaker, building tracks for mule-pulled wagons and supports for walls and ceilings. Now the miners trudge out after a 9-hour day. Theirs is a good weary, born of the ache and pull of hard work done well. Since the start of the project, they've each received an extra 10 cents per day of company scrip, issued instead of good old U.S. cash, and the only tender the company will accept for rent or in its company stores. In a few days, the additional scrip can buy yeast at the company store. In a week, tinned milk. In a few weeks, cheese. Enough that men who labor away in the company's other mines closer to Rossville are envious. But what the men don't know, what no one knows, is that methane gas, non-odorous, undetectable, is building up near the newly reopened entry, just as it had in 1888. Now the hawk soars above the entry. There, a squirrel scuttling among the brush near the man-made mouth into the mountain. 3 men emerge, heading toward the donkeys and wagons that will take them back to Rossville proper. Most of the others, seeing the light, pick up their pace, eager to get home. 2 miners, though, lag so deep in the shaft that they still use their coal oil lanterns to light their way through the dark, as deep and still as midnight. "You lollygagging for a purpose?" asks the one farthest along. It is not like his friend to dally. He knows his friend's baby's been sick. He wonders if there's bad news to share, that his friend doesn't want the others to hear. The second man does have a reason, but not about the baby. She's taken a turn for the better. Another subject presses on his heart and mind, and he's not sure how to broach it. Still, if he doesn't speak up now, he's not sure he'll ever get the courage. John says, "Don't go telling me about John." The first man waves his hands as if to fend off the very mention of the organizer who'd helped unionize the Mingo mines up in northeastern Ohio and was now working among the men at Ross Mining. "My woman's got a chopped steak waiting for my supper. First one in a month of Sundays. I ain't risking decent pay for once." The second man thinks how his wife and their 4-year-old son were delighted by their first tastes of ice cream at the company store just a few days ago. He'd had a taste too, but he presses on. "Good for now, but what—"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?